Cozy weather makes me want to curl up with a good book, and I have been making more time for that lately and loving it. I love fiction, and lately I have read lots of page-turning thrillers and murder mysteries. It's sort of a departure from my usual favorite, which is more along the lines of historical fiction. I get them from my local library and they are fun, but are not necessarily books that I'd recommend. But I do have a couple of nonfiction books that I highly recommend and are worthy of a spot on my bookshelf. And they happen to be from a couple of my friends that also have YouTube channels. The first is The Daily Connoisseur's Guide to Living Well at Home by Jennifer L. Scott. This book is filled with practical tips for transforming your homemaking and your home life to one of intention and elegance. She covers organizing, cleaning routines, meal prep, living well, even on a budget, and all with encouraging stories and inspiration from her own personal experiences. It is beautifully written and illustrated. I was captivated instantly, and I know you will love it too. I'm a huge fan of Jennifer's other books, the Madame Chic series and Connoisseur Kids. These are books that I have read time and time again, and I constantly go back to, and this one does not disappoint. If you love those, you're going to love this too, and I think it would make such a wonderful Christmas gift for so many people on your list this year. So I'm going to make sure to link it and her other books down in the description box. Mary from Mary's Nest here on YouTube, I think, is the ultimate authority on traditional cooking, and her Modern Pioneer cookbook is well loved in our house. Her new book, The Modern Pioneer Pantry, has everything that you will ever need to know about food storage. It is filled with beautiful photos and tons of recipes that have detailed step-by-step instructions on the methods for how to can, dry, dehydrate, ferment, freeze, and pickle food. And she even includes QR codes that take you, when you scan them, to her instructional videos. It really is an amazing resource, and I think that any home cook would love to have a copy. Check out the description box for my link. Cozy fall weather also has me in the mood for some baking, and today I am making a double batch of muffins to keep our freezer stocked for the upcoming holidays. I am using King Arthur gluten-free flour, but you can use regular all-purpose flour if you do not need to eat gluten-free. These will be great to have on hand for guests, but mainly to be sure that our son Peyton has plenty of gluten-free options available when all of the holiday treats and goodies are in circulation. This gluten-free flour is a great one-to-one substitute for wheat flour in all of our favorite recipes, just like this one, which is a Martha Stewart basic muffin recipe that allows you to vary the mix-in ingredients. And so I will divide the batter to make both pecan cherry muffins and blueberry muffins. I will link the recipe down in the description box for you so that you can get all the ingredients, exact measurements, and instructions. Start by mixing the wet ingredients, which are melted butter, whole milk, eggs, and vanilla. separate bowl, combine the dry ingredients, which are flour, gluten-free or all-purpose, sugar, salt, and baking powder. Add the egg mixture to the dry ingredients and with a spatula gently stir the ingredients just until the batter is moistened. It's really best to do this by hand rather than using a stand mixer so that you can avoid overmixing, which could result in a tough batter. We are aiming for light and fluffy. Because I want to make two different types of muffins with this batter, I am dividing it before I add the mix-ins. For the blueberry muffins, I very gently fold in some frozen blueberries. I find that the berries tend to hold up better and keep their shape when they're frozen, and I also like the small wild ones because I think they are the perfect size and I love their intense flavor. Of course, for the cherry pecan muffins, I am folding in some dried cherries and chopped pecans. I like to use a large scoop for filling the muffin pan to ensure that each cup is about 2/3 full and that the muffins are fairly uniform in size and therefore will bake evenly. I preheated my oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit, and I will bake them for about 15 to 20 minutes. While the first batch is cooling and the second batch is baking, I wanted to try making a pumpkin spice latte. That is a treat that I have been craving, and I found a recipe that I think will be just as good, if not better, than the expensive coffee shop version. I will link it down in the description box for you. Start by mixing some sugar, vanilla, pumpkin puree, pumpkin pie spice, and warm whole milk. I am using a frothing attachment for my immersion blender, but you can use a standard blender if you prefer. brewed about a half a cup of strong coffee per cup. So I'm making one for myself and one for Patrick. Then I filled our mugs the rest of the way with the pumpkin latte mixture and topped it with some whipped cream and a little bit of pumpkin spice for the full coffee shop experience. Muffins came out great, and I split them up so that Patrick and I could have a taste of each one along with our pumpkin spice lattes. Such a cozy treat to enjoy on a beautiful fall day. I packed up the muffins in some labeled Ziploc bags, saving out a few for Peyton to enjoy when he gets home to keep in the freezer. And now I feel like the holiday preparations are officially underway. This year, I am really in the mood to prep early for the holidays. We are hosting Thanksgiving with friends this year, and Kyle, Lauren, and Millie will be coming the week before Christmas. So I want to be ready early, and I want to take my time and really enjoy the decorating, starting with our table. I came up with a plan that I think will work for both Thanksgiving and Christmas, and I'll show you in a minute. But first, I wanted to try setting up the pack and play crib that my aunt and uncle gave us. It's a little premature, I know, but I wanted to be sure we have everything we need and see how it fits in the guest room. Plus, I'm pretty excited about Millie's first trip to Texas. It has definitely been a while since I've done this, but I was confident and figured it would be pretty straightforward. I remembered that you could push down on the center of the base, but I could not figure out how to get the side rails to engage. Instructions for collapsing the crib are printed right on the inside bottom, but nowhere did I find instructions for how to set it up. Finally, I did a quick Google search, and as it turns out, the rails click into place when you pull up on them before pushing down on that center part of the base. Anyway, I finally figured that out, and it's all set. It's It's a little bit tight in here, but it does fit in the guest room and looks pretty cute with the new bedding that I recently put in here. My aunt and uncle also gave us a very thick mattress to use, along with 2 sets of sheets and a thick mattress cover, which are washed and ready for Millie's arrival. And it's just so much fun seeing it in here and anticipating having Lauren, Kyle, and Millie with us soon. Back in the dining room, I wanted to see how my plan for the table would work. I have been loving this blueprint tablecloth. It's really the only one I have that fits this table right now, and I have been on the lookout for one that is more appropriate for the fall and winter, and I was very happy to find this one on Amazon. It is polyester, but it has a linen texture and it's quite thick. The edges are finished really well and it drapes beautifully, and it's stain resistant and washes up really well. I chose this olive green color so that it would work with the plaid napkins that I already have, and I think that worked out really well. And I think it's going to look great for both Thanksgiving and Christmas. For the centerpiece, I bought a bag of potpourri from Hobby Lobby that I will arrange in this wooden bread bowl along with a candle. It's probably leaning a bit more towards Christmas than Thanksgiving, but I'm okay with that. This mixture has a very light cinnamon fragrance and consists mainly of pine cones, red-colored pecans and walnuts, a bit of greenery, some random sticks, 1 apple, and some dried apple slices. I basically played around with all of the components until I liked the arrangement, and that's the centerpiece. Simple, but exactly what I was going for. For Thanksgiving, I will use white plates, and for Christmas, I plan to bring out our Christmas china. These plaid napkins I usually reserve for Christmas, but I think they will work for Thanksgiving too. And I just folded them like a fan, secured them in the middle with a napkin ring, and then placed them in the center of the plate. I discovered that the pattern is actually bright red on one side and more muted on the other, so I will flip them that way for Thanksgiving and reverse them for Christmas. It's pretty subtle, I know, but it's the small things, right? So with that, we are officially starting our holiday home transformation. Let me know what your plans are for decorating and for spending time with family and friends in the comments. Thank you so much for spending your time with me here today. I really appreciate it. Be sure to like and subscribe before you go, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, have a wonderful week and God bless.